It's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, and I'm fully untucked. And possibly a little gassy. Oof, excuse me. But I'm untucked for this week's episode of Untucked. The first episode for season 11, so let's get to it. Well, we started off with the Safe Girls all retiring to the Untucked Lounge, and the first thing on their minds was who was going to land in the bottom. And no one seemed to be in disagreement that one of them would be Soju. But as for the rest, it seemed to be a toss-up between Nina and some girl that Taki Ganache was calling Kalani. Of course, she meant Kahana. Bless her. I don't think she got anybody's names right. Ariel Versace was Aria. Violet Chachki was Chopsky. This is a girl who doesn't pay a lot of attention to anybody but herself, I'm just saying. Something that did surprise me, just a titchy touch, was Ariel defending Soju's look. Not because I was surprised she liked it, I was just surprised that Ariel was being nice. She seems to just be a little judgy of the other girls and looking for weaknesses, and clearly Soju had a weakness this week. But at least Ariel said she was the only queen out of the bottom that actually did the task, which was to create her signature look with whatever was in the box. Something she really didn't feel Kahana had done, I am just saying. Who did the queens think were on top? Well, Akira, clearly, and obviously Brooklyn Heights as well. But they also felt that Vanjie had done a good look. Like, even though her face was right, and even though her outfit was better than the last time she did this challenge, they still seemed to feel that it wasn't right that she was brought back, that there was some kind of buffoonery going on there. And I have to say, it's not for you to judge, just saying. Something all the queens seemed to agree on was that Taki Ganache was smoking crack or something. That whole statement where she said that if she got kicked off of season 11, she would definitely be asked back for season 12. I just want a touch of whatever it is she's smoking, because it is giving her all the confidence in the world. Seriously, if everyone could go into RuPaul's Drag Race with that much confidence, I think it would be a much harder series to judge. I'm just saying. And then the conversation got real, which I really enjoyed, because it became about being gay and being a person of color, of any color. I thought Evie was so eloquent about what she was saying about it, because this is the thing. This is why I call being gay the superhero of minorities, because we choose when we get that privilege of being considered straight. Well, not all of us. Some of us have persons falling out of our mouths the minute we open them. But that said, when you're white and gay, you can hide the gay and walk around with your white privilege. But the minute somebody finds out you're gay or trans or something different, then that white privilege gets taken away. That's something that people of any color or obvious difference can't have. Whether you're a woman, whether you're another ethnicity group, whether you're disabled in some way, maybe you're in a chair, maybe you have a prosthetic. Either way, when people can see it, they adjust their attitude towards you as you come at them. But they may say any ignorant thing about gay people before they realize that you're gay too. And therein lies, I think, one of the bigger problems with straight people. They never know when we're around, just saying. But that said, I thought that the conversation about race and queerness and how they all intersect was very well addressed, very well thought out, and I think very well expressed. So here's to all the girls. Because, you know what? I don't care what color you are. Life is not easy. There. Then the rest of the girls entered the lounge, and it was quickly revealed that Brooklyn Heights was one of the top queens, and that Soju's leaky taint was in the bottom. Barf. Can I just say barf? I didn't mention this in my regular review because it just was so odd to me. But God bless Soju. I mean, she felt comfortable enough to say that. Or, the other side of that coin is that maybe Soju was so worried that she was going home that if she told them her real tales of woe, they would take pity on her and send someone else home. Well, that wasn't the case. And don't sit down right after she gets up is the lesson I think we're all learning right now. The queens also came for Vanjie for coming back so soon. I mean, not that they felt that she shouldn't be on Drag Race, but so soon. And I feel that it's mostly because a lot of them were nervous, because she clearly proved that she should be there with the main challenge this week. But that said, there was still some girls there that felt she'd come back too soon or that it wasn't fair. And the thing they forget is that it wasn't Vanjie who orchestrated her comeback. It was World of Wonder. They brought her back. She blew up the interweb with her exit, and they felt it was worth having her back. It certainly got her fan base paying attention right out of the gate. And the other side of that coin, as Vanjie brought up, is that if the call had come to any one of them, none of them would say no. So why are they hating on her for saying yes? Seriously. I've said it before, I'm saying it again, I love that Evie, because not only is she an original queen, but she's also super, super sensitive to what's going on around her. And case in point, going up to Soju and giving her some love and support. I think that was very, very sportsmanlike of her, and actually just very human of her. She was very, very nice about that. Mercedes was another queen who made a point of just going up to Soju and saying, go on girl, you got this. And that in of itself speaks well of these queens and how they're going to play the game. So I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how the two of them do as the pressure starts to mount. I'm just saying. And of course, it couldn't have been a fully untucked experience for the queens if Miss Miley Cyrus hadn't popped backstage to say, hey, 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 hey. Now, I have to say, I love Miley Cyrus. I don't own an album of hers. I have never watched Hannah Montana, but I did enjoy her on The Voice. And I have to say, I love that she's a huge fan of this show. And because she's a celebrity, she is leading her fan base to this fabulous show, which is just going to extend its legacy all the more. So here's to you, Miley Cyrus. Do you. She's also doing a Hempstead, isn't she? But as we all know by now, Soju was the first queen to sashay away this season, and I just have to say, she was so gracious about it. I mean, she just was very, very pleased to be there. She had nothing but good things to say, and she was sad to go. But now I have to say, I was very impressed with her for doing this, because Soju is a queen who does a review on the YouTube Shop with Soju. She is not necessarily known for performing, although she does get out there and perform. But because she's got that following on YouTube, she's a little ahead of some of these other queens as far as the fan base goes. And I'm sure there's been some issues in the community with her being booked maybe at a better price or before other queens. And she addressed that, and she seemed to be very aware that that's the case. And she doesn't want the other queens to think that she's better than them because of what she does. But I think that in her heart of hearts, she's just wants to be included in what these queens are doing. And I don't think that some queens do include Soju. I think James Manfield was another one, because she was better known for her YouTube channel than she was for actually doing drag. Of course, that's not the case now, and maybe that won't be the case for Soju. Maybe this opens a whole new world of expression for her. Fingerdoo's crossed is all I'm saying, because I certainly enjoyed getting to know her, even though we only got to know her for a very short time. Well, there it is. That's Untucked. I feel better. I hope you feel better too. And before you go, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if this isn't enough for you, you can join me on Patreon. I have all of my drink tutorials on there. Now, mind you, I've got one now, but they are available for my patrons who are doing $5 a month or more to see before I can put them up on YouTube. They will be on YouTube eventually, but not for a couple of weeks anyway. So if you're dying to know what I'm putting in my face hole, then join me on Patreon. Also, if you want to put some Wilma in your life, go to my Redbubble account and you can order t-shirts or phone cases, mugs, books, scarves, whatever you want. I got them there too. The links are all down below. And just thank you all so much for your support, your attention, and for spending some time with me. Until next week, miss me! Mwah! Seriously, Jorge. Get drunker faster when you drink beer in a straw, I'm just saying.